This is Bloom. Starts off with an Anti-faro. Then you split the cards apart. And they bloom into this little display. Let's learn it. So Bloom was a move I made in 2014. It started out with a little bit different of a grip. It started out with me gripping the cards like this and opening them up. I did that first in Tarpits, I believe. In 2015, I came up with the closer, which I think I premiered in Black Belt. So that version is the one you probably see today, where you strip the cards out, the same grip in each hand, and it's a lot better. And then also it came with the closer of splitting them like this and closing everything together. So before you learn Bloom, you should learn the prerequisite, which is Anti-faro. This move, that move splits the cards out, kind of unshuffles them so that you can split it and do Bloom. You don't have to do this move. You can just do a faro shuffle, which is, I suppose, another prerequisite. Weaving the cards together first, pushing them in, and then taking them apart and doing Bloom. That's the way that most people do it. But I say that's wrong. I say that's the basic version, because it doesn't really logically make sense. I suppose none of cardistry logically makes any sense. It's just the aesthetic shuffling of cards. But it doesn't make sense to me to like weave the cards together only to then unweave them. So with the Anti-faro, it kind of comes out of nowhere, because you're doing this first move, which, although it's just a setup move, many people that do not know cardistry, when they see that, they're like, whoa, that's enough. Like, they think that's going to be the move. And then there's this wonderful element of surprise when you split the cards apart and they're like, whoa, that's crazy. Even just this, most people are like, haven't seen anything like that before. But it is not required. 10 years ago, when I did my Bloom tutorial on Cardistry High, which was my tutorial series with Noel Heath, I called that the basic bitch method. I'm not going to call you a basic bitch anymore. I've matured. But it is still the basic version. It's not the full version. Maybe we call this full Bloom, full in parentheses. If you want to do it the full correct way, you should learn the Anti-faro. I might do a tutorial on the Anti-faro as well, but to be honest, I didn't learn the Anti-faro from any tutorial. I just did this motion with no knowledge of how to do it over and over until it started working, and then you finesse it, and over time it Anti-faros. So you should maybe track down the Anti-faro DVD if you really want to learn it full stop. So let's pretend you already know either the Anti-faro or the regular faro, and you've gotten to this position. So the cards are separated, but they're not fully pressed in. It's just like maybe half an inch, 3/4 of an inch sticking out. Bloom is very simple, and I'm going to tell you this one tip that will make it so much easier. And the thing that I see most people getting caught up on that will easily make you learn it a lot quicker. The grip. When you're gripping each pack, you want to grip it as close to the edge of the deck as possible, to the point where if you went any further, you wouldn't be holding cards. So like, don't grip it here, don't grip it here, grip it all the way at the edge, to the point where like it's literally like half of my finger is touching the card. Not even my whole pad of my finger. Half. It's like almost just on the corners here. And same with my thumb. Not here, but there. As close to the edges as possible. And same on this hand. Not here, all the way at the tips. As long as you know that, the rest is kind of not self-explanatory, but like there's not much else I can tell you. You kind of loosen and you kind of push down with this hand as you twist. So these hands are kind of twisting as this hand comes down. And they slowly bloom apart. Now I say that, the twisting and the pulling down, I say that now, I still don't know if that's actually helpful. I think you just figure it out. I think you just play around until the cards spread out. But I will tell you, the number one tip is just get those fingers as close to the edges as possible. Because if you're holding it, let's say, like this, there's no room for them to spread. They're getting caught here. They're pinching. That's my dog Alice itching. It's flea season. If they're down here, now they have room to spread out, and slowly they will bloom. It's like a hinge. Like if the hinge is up here, the door's not opening. If it's at the very bottom, they will spread out. So again, you anti-faro or normal faro till you get to this point. Very tips. Pull out. Slowly bring the hand down and twist. And it opens up. That was a really good anti-faro. Boom. Oh, I should also say, if you're learning the anti-faro or you're trying to do it with the anti-faro, you do not need it to be a perfect anti-faro. For instance, there's 5 or 6 cards there that are doubled. It's not every other card. But it doesn't matter with bloom because the cards are still going to spread out and it's going to be bloomable. And then from this point, turn the hands. Sometimes I'll just close everything like this. Sometimes I will change it up where I'll close one half first and then the second half and then close them together. So that would look something like, oops, boom, boom, close, up to you. I think it was Tobias Levin who first did the idea of, after doing the bloom, taking both halves and instead of twisting them apart like this, he just held them together like this. So it looks like a much bigger spread of cards, and then you can close them down to the middle. That's a cool way of doing it. Be creative. It's totally up to you how you want to do that, which I know is not what most people want to hear when they're trying to learn something. Like, you come up with it. But I think you should be creative with it. So that's it. That's bloom. It's a lot easier than most people think. Just that getting them as close to those tips as possible is the best advice I can give you. And once you've bloomed them, split them apart, flip them over, and that's it. Pretty simple, baby. There's also Bloom 2, which is very similar. I don't even think it warrants its own tutorial, even though there was its own tutorial in Cardistry High. But it's the same thing, but instead of splitting them apart, you just let them wobble open on its own. Place your hand down, let the extended cards settle on your hand, and pull the fan out like that. It's way easier, honestly, because you don't have to do the blooming motion, which can be tricky for some people, or at least when you're first starting. So that's the exact same thing, or exact same setup, same grip where you want the grip to be like as close to the edges as possible. You're just letting gravity open up everything, and then letting all those cards settle onto your hand, all the extended cards, lifting it out, do a little rotisserie, and then close everything up. And that's bloom. pretty simple, pretty easy. Let me know if you guys want any other tutorials. I'd like to do more tutorials from the past because I think a lot of those tutorials are out of date and could probably be explained quicker and easier, and hopefully more accessible to the newbies that are getting into cardistry. So shout out to you if you're just learning cardistry. Welcome. I'm going to try and do more tutorial videos, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.